Mama loves coffee. So, you're back again. Hello! My name is Rebecca and I'm from YourShitMom.com. I am a writer and entertainer, kind of. I mean, I just made this the other day, so kind of a writer, kind of an entertainer. I'm wearing a Kansas City shirt tonight because I'm trying to get brownie points from my Kansas family. Hello! Because I personally have watched about 5 football games my whole life, not from start to finish either. So anyway, I'm Rebecca from YourShitMom.com. I recently wrote a book called, can you guess it? YourShitMom.com. Oh wait, no, my book isn't called that. My book is called Your Shit Mom, because basically we all feel like shit moms from time to time, or most of the time probably. And yeah, so every night I'm reading a post from my book, which is basically a diary, and the one tonight is called A Yes Environment. And I don't know where I heard it because, well, I don't know where I heard it. Like Pinterest or some blog talking about mothering, because there's so much to read about mothering today. Way too much to read, because then suddenly you're just inundated by all this information and these pretty pictures of moms doing it really well who have actually combed their hair. Anyway, so one of the things I've seen from time to time that has entered my brain is the concept of a yes environment, which basically means you create an environment where, I don't really know what it means, but basically I think it means an environment that you've created so that your toddler can run around and explore the world without you having to nag them all the time and say no, no, no. You sort of trust that they can figure out their own boundaries and not fall off of 10-foot shelves and break a bone, or that somehow they're going to navigate a 10-inch sharp knife that you use to cut onions with or something. Anyway, from time to time, I realize that we're nagging at my son all the time because, you know, there's a lot to say no at. You know, he climbs crap and he wants things that I don't think he needs, and he's in the refrigerator, and if I allowed him, he'd keep the refrigerator door open all day. Or, you know, like, he has a strange addiction to salt. Like, if that salt was within reach, he'd be like sticking his finger in the salt all day and need like blood pressure medicine by the time he's 5. So I have to say no to that. Like, I just have to have boundaries around the salt. But I suppose a yes environment sort of suggests that you create an environment where you don't have to say no. So like, the salt is in a locked cabinet with like a padlock, or that's not a padlock, that's a padlock. This would be like a, I don't know what kind of lock you'd call that. What would you call that? Like the ones with the numbers? A padlock is this one, right? Anyway, so yeah, this entry this entry is called A Yes Environment, and we explore, read a yes environment. Dear Diary, I am trying my hardest to create a flipping yes environment for my toddler. But let's just say that the big fat no environment keeps winning the battle. Who even created the term of the effing yes environment? Is it really possible? And what would our home have to look like to have a successful yes environment? I think of this often lately because, well, I feel like we're saying no all the damn time. And yes, I realize that it's part of being a mom, but lately my husband and I feel like all we're doing is nagging our toddler. Don't climb on the table. Stay off the counters. No more salt. That much salt isn't good for you. Please don't chuck your milk cup on the floor when you're done with it. In your mouth. Yuck. Don't eat food off the floor, especially our floors. Chalk doesn't belong in your mouth. Get it out, get it out, get it out. You can drive your tractors on the floor, on the couch, but no banging them on the window. No climbing on top of 5-foot shelf. Yes, it is secured to the wall, but it's not a ladder, it's a shelf. No, Mama uses the sharp knife. No, we don't eat ice cream at 6:45 in the morning. Where does the paint go? On the paper, not on the table. Sweetie, you may jump on your trampoline, but I don't think it's safe to put a stool on the trampoline and jump on the stool. No licking the windows. Stop licking the railings. Don't put sand in your mouth. Who knows what peed in there? Don't drive over the blueberry bushes. No, you cannot have my phone. Don't push that button. Don't touch the stove. It's hot. There is always a need for no in our house. Often there is a need for no multiple times a minute. Holy Mother of Mary. So some days I give us all a fresh start. Say to myself, today we're not going to nag him 20 times a minute about what not to do. Let's loosen the reins a little. Heaven forbid he puts dirt in his mouth. He will likely be just fine. So let's start the day in a big fat yes environment. So that's what I do. It doesn't take long before all my senses are on edge and I begin to feel myself randomly twitching, muscles spasming as I catch myself wanting to say no or twitching from the loud bangs of a tractor on the floor. He begins by washing his hands, which turns into him doing what he calls making dishes. This is his cute way of saying that he's doing the dishes. So he's treating our sink like it's an outdoor water table, filling bowls and cups with water, pouring one into another, and this is all grand. Fun play for a little toddler. It's also making me twitch as he's drinking from a plate and water is running down his shirt, which happens to be the third clean shirt of the day. It's running on the floor, on the counter. Hey, it's just water, right? It's just water. Then we're painting. Acrylics. I probably should get some of that easy to wash kid paint, because not even purposely, but of course paint is going everywhere. On the table, on the chairs. Then we're gonna do some cutting and gluing, and he wants to use the scissors to cut his shirt. How do you not say no to that one? Come on, do these fictional moms who live in the yes environments really and truly just let their effing toddlers cut their shirts? They probably redirect, as did I. We don't use scissors for cutting shirts, sweetie. We use them on paper. Yep, I get it. It's the art of redirection. Sometimes though, I think it's the art of a big fat no. Sorry, sir. We are not going to cut our shirt this morning. If you want to study fashion design in the next few years, I am totally supportive of that endeavor. But I haven't seen any of your designs yet. I don't think this has been a well thought out design, and until I see a sketch on a napkin, I am not giving you the okay. So we clean up our art projects, strip them down, scrub off the paint, and he goes to play with his toys that are out and chucks them all around. Holy Mother of Mary. Sounds, a constant barrage of sounds. Sounds alone, created by or come out of a toddler, just make a mid-morning cocktail a certain necessity. So we clean up our art. Are you ready? I'm ready. So nope. You know what? My yes environment didn't last long. And yes, I might try it again tomorrow for a while, but I think the only way we really could have a yes environment would be if we pretty much emptied our house. No sharp edges, no knives or scissors, no water, no milk that he could pour on the floor. I'd obviously be wearing earplugs. There'd be no furniture. There'd be a small assortment of well-chosen toys that are rotated from day to day. It'd be pretty much a padded room. Maybe I'd build a yurt outside and we move into that. It's round, there's no corners to run into. I could put quilting fabric on the walls and floors. It would make running and falling safer, and maybe it would buffer his sounds. What am I talking about? I build a yurt? That effing thing is just for me. Mama's retreat, no boys allowed. Sincerely, a selfish mom. So, if you would please go subscribe to my channel and like this effing video so that I could probably buy some effing groceries for my family, buy some more effing diapers, because my toddler is still in effing diapers even though he's almost 42. And diapers are expensive. It's like $100 a month. And then there's wipes. And then there's the booze that I have to have because he's still in effing diapers. And every time I bend over to change an effing diaper, about throw out my sciatic nerve. And then there's the whole issue of me having to chase him to get the diaper. And then, I don't really like to chase kids. I'm old and fat. I'm like in my 40s and I'm chasing a toddler. Whoever thought this was a good idea? I don't know. Anyway, so would you please go like my channel? No, not like my channel. You like the video. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, and like. Please do that. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Good evening. I got nothing. Ooh. Mama bear. Mama bear. You wrote a book. A book. Okay. I got nothing. I think we're done.